Hello. Let me turn on a light. It's kind of dark. Okay. All right, that's better, I think. So, I'm getting ready to have an appointment with my tax specialist. I always wait until the last minute to file my taxes because I am so afraid to owe the government or the state money that it just it almost cripples me with fear such that it delays me filing my taxes until the very last second, which is not really helpful in any way. But I use a specific company to file my taxes, and I'm gonna have an appointment with one of the tax specialists from that company to go over my taxes just to see the breakdown and really understand it better, because if I'm honest with myself, I don't fully understand everything about taxes. There's just so many questions I have around my taxes, and I want to be a little more savvy when it comes to my finances this year. I just want to be better at understanding my taxes and maybe trying to get ahead for next year. Do I need to put more money into my 401k? Do I need to do this? Do I need to do that? I just have questions around my taxes. And so I made this appointment so that my tax specialist can help me, or not tax specialists, they're called tax analysts. So my tax analyst can answer any questions that I may have. I asked beforehand and she's okay with me recording the call. And so I'm going to be recording the call, asking her a few questions that I have. Before I start the call, I just have to say something that annoys me. It annoys me when you owe, let's say you owe the federal government, but then New York State owes you. Why can't they just talk to each other? Why can't y'all talk to each other? And if I owe you, but you owe me, just minus and give me the less. No, it doesn't work like that. If I owe the federal government, I have to pay the federal government and then wait for New York State to pay me. Why can't y'all just talk? Chat to each other now? It's annoying. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Thank you for being available for this call. I just had a few questions just so I can understand better. What are the deductions?
You can't do any deductions against against the W-2, okay? Because they are 1099 NECs, they are considered self-employment. So you can do deductions. So that is what transposes onto your Schedule C, which in this case you're taking. So we can do some other expenses to that if you had them.
Got it.
Okay.
What would those expenses be?
So where do you do these jobs? Do you go to, no. So you do it in your home.
In the teacher's college, I go there, but the 1099, the self-employment, I do at home.
Okay. So let's say you had to buy a computer. Right. And let's say that computer, you do 25% of your work for these two jobs from your computer. Right. So then that computer, you can write 25% off. Got it.
So basically the deductions help you to minimize your taxable income?
On anything that is a 1099. It doesn't allow you to do anything like that on a W-2. On a W-2, they figure that this is your salary, so...
Is there anything that I could be doing to minimize my taxable income?
Okay. Definitely maximize your 401k.
I'm so happy that I made that appointment and asked her to break things down for me and literally explain it to me slowly. Good morning. It is Saturday. I'm about to take the second practice exam. What I learned from the last practice exam is read the question. There were so many questions that I got wrong because I didn't read the question. I just jumped to the answer. I'm obviously it's this. Read the question. Number 2, like most exams, they try to throw you off. So they'll put unnecessary information, and then the last part of the question is actually the only information that you need. Yeah, I'm glad I took that first practice exam. I feel much better equipped going to the second practice exam. We're on our way out the door to a hair appointment. Just a basic wash and blow dry. I had to stop my practice exam early. When I finish with the hair appointment, I'll go back home, finish the questions. I'm just on my way to a hair salon in Brooklyn. I'm pretty sure it's walking distance from where I used to live in Bed-Stuy. I'm just gonna check it out. It's my first time there. The hair salon was right where I used to live. Plus, it's right beside the restaurant. I remember the restaurant name now. It's Soldier's Restaurant. the best Jamaican food in this area. Like, it's delicious. It's never failed. I literally would go there like once a week. It was so good. And so obviously I stopped at Soldier's, got myself my usual order: rice and peas, cabbage, jerk chicken, thighs only, with oxtail gravy and a ting. And so I'm just heading home in an Uber. I'll eat that and then I'll finish my practice exam. All right, kids, I'm home, ate my dinner. Now it's time to finish this practice exam. I finished doing the practice test. I feel like there were more things on the second practice exam that I did not know than the first. There were just things where I was like, oh, I forgot to study this. Like hospital, how to deal with hyperglycemia in the hospital and titrating from an insulin drip to sub-Q insulin. Yeah, just completely forgot to study. Like literally, I was like, oh, this is a topic that's on the exam. Forgot. But yeah, I don't know how I did. I will grade the exam tomorrow. And for tonight, I'm just gonna work on the presentation that I have to do and then go to bed. Hello, good morning. It's Sunday, April 5th, AKA Easter Sunday, AKA Resurrection Sunday. He is risen. That's so corny. But he did. He died, was asleep, or was dead for 3 days, and rose again. Amen. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you for dying for our sins. So I am home, as you can tell. I went to church today. I served at kids ministry. It was fun. I saw some kids that I hadn't seen in weeks, like these two sisters. I hadn't seen them. I can't remember the last time I saw them. I think like New Year's, like right after New Year's was the last time I saw them. And it was just a good service. Obviously busy. You expect Easter Sunday to be busy. Everybody's coming to church for Easter Sunday. And if they have kids, obviously they're bringing their kids. And so kids ministry was very busy, but it felt like there was enough support. When it's busy and there's like two people, it does feel a little overwhelming, and it doesn't happen often, but it feels really good when there's like a lot of kids and like a lot of volunteers as well. It just feels very good. And like during the first service that I served at, the kids were asking really good questions, and the lead who was there that day, she's amazing. Honestly, amazing. Like chef's kiss. She's phenomenal. And she was just answering all of their questions and then like asking them questions. And you could tell, to her point, she's the one that said it. She's like, God is moving here. Like, these kids are so curious to want to know about God, why he died, why he rose again. Like, it was really good. I miss my girls though. There's these 3 sisters that I didn't see this Sunday. I missed them. I thought I was going to see them, but I missed them. But anyways, all that to say, I'm home. So I didn't have time to curl my wig, and I don't like wearing this wig straight because it just looks very bleh, but it doesn't look horrible. But when it's curled, it just gives a little extra something, just a little extra something, but it's not giving that. But anyways, I got some pizza for lunch. I'm gonna eat my pizza. I'm gonna chill, and then I'm going to grade the practice exam that I took yesterday. I'm kind of, I did feel a way. I did feel like, I'm scared to grade it and see what I got. But like, honestly, it will just show me the areas that I need to study more in, and I will learn something. Like, it's all a learning opportunity. And so I'm not going to be anxious going into grading it. It's just a practice exam. Okay, so when I was grading that one, I thought I did worse, like much worse, but it turns out I did pretty much the same. And then there were a few where there was one in particular where I feel like this book didn't have the full question because the answer contained information that the question did not. Like, it was like, if you leave insulin in the car for too long, it can destabilize it. I'm just like, nowhere in the question did it say this patient was in the car. Like, how could I have gotten that answer? Honestly, I don't feel worse. Like, I really thought I would feel worse if I didn't do much better on this exam, because the exam is Saturday. Today's Sunday, the exam is Saturday. It's in 6 days. But I feel fine. It taught me a lot. Like, the difference between a Medicare covered DPP versus a CDC DPP, the criteria are different. Like, for CDC, you just have to meet the criteria for prediabetes, but for Medicare coverage, the fasting glucose is 110 to 125, but the diagnostic criteria for prediabetes is 100 to 125. So why do you need 110 to 125 to qualify for the Medicare DPP? That makes no sense. I did not know how many days of non-perishable food and water that you need to have as someone living with diabetes. I didn't know how much week supply of medication. So now I know that you need to have a week supply of medication and 2 days of non-perishable food and 3 days of water. Didn't know that. So I don't feel bad per se, because I genuinely didn't know. There were a few questions where I disagreed with the answer, for sure. And I think that's the problem with practicing for so long. So I've been a dietitian for 10 years. And there's some things where I'm like, really? That's the answer? I don't agree. But hey, it's not my exam. It's not my exam. So anyways, all that to say, I feel really good. I feel good. I feel good. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night. Hello, I'm home. I've been home for about 2 hours. I'm just now getting ready to set up for my virtual contract job. Good evening, everyone. Today's topic will be centered around debunking detoxes. As always, I have no disclosures. We're gonna play a game of Mythbusters, the Detox Edition. Full disclosure, I've never watched Mythbusters. We don't have a lot of research. The data that we do have, a lot of the data that we have showing like a cause and effect on whether or not this detox was helpful, unfortunately centers around weight loss, because that's honestly what a lot of people value or care about in our society. Senna leaf is found in many tea toxes or flat tummy teas. And the reason that this could be dangerous is that long-term consistent use of a laxative, so senna leaf, we actually use it in the hospital, not senna leaf per se, but we use senna cot. It's a stool softener that can help somebody relieve some symptoms of constipation. However, long-term laxative use can cause you to develop a lazy colon. So researchers describe a lazy colon as a colon that has become dependent on laxatives in order to do its job. If somebody is consistently using laxatives to go to the bathroom, sometimes the body is just like, all right, if you're going to keep using laxatives, I'm just going to forget how to do this naturally. And you kind of become dependent on the laxative. So that's how it can become dangerous, because people may be taking these detoxes or these flat tummy teas to lose weight, not realizing that they're developing or causing the development of a lazy colon.
We will see you all back here next week. Hope you all enjoyed your meal and learned something from Alexia. I know I always do.
Oh, thanks.
And
hello. It is the next day. I'm just now heading out from work, but I'm not going home. I'm not going home just yet. I'm heading to church to go to my church's gather night. So my church has a gather night to celebrate all of the people that serve. I've been to one before and it's usually really fun. Hello. It's the next day. I didn't close out yesterday, but the event was really good. The gather nights are usually, let me just put myself down. The gather nights at church are usually really fun. I never get up and participate in any of the games, but just watching the games is really fun. Being around everybody, being in community. Michaela came. So it was nice to see Michaela. Nice to see some of the women that I serve with at kids as well. That was really nice. See you later. Hello. Okay, so I worked from home today, ended around 4 o'clock. Then I studied for the rest of the evening. I fasted today, so I was doing very low energy things. Did my hair, washed my hair in preparation to get my hair braided tomorrow, which is what we need to talk about. Getting my hair braided tomorrow. I also have my exam tomorrow, but I feel really confident. Honestly, I just put it in God's hands. Whatever his will is, let it be done. After my exam, I have a hair appointment, and I have a hair appointment to get this style. I'm gonna put a picture of the style that I want to get done somewhere here. Now, if you know me any at all, you know that I don't take risks with my hair. I don't try new things. I usually don't try new styles. I do the same thing over and over and over again. I don't try new things. So the fact that I'm trying this very intricate Fulani style, that's already outside of my comfort zone. But the fact that I want to try and do color, I don't know what I'm thinking. I feel like at 32 years old, turning 33, what is holding me back? Why am I afraid? It is a hairstyle. If I don't like it, I can take it out in 4 weeks when I would usually take out my braids. It's not forever. So I'm gonna try something new. Now, I have purchased many different types of brown. The first brown I purchased was color 30, and I thought this is the brown that I wanted, but this brown to me looks burgundy. Tell me if I'm lying. Does this brown not look burgundy? This to me gives burgundy. I'm not feeling this color, not the color I had in mind. So then I bought color 4/27/30. Now this is very ambitious for me because I've never had my hair this light, but when I bought it on Amazon, the model, she looked like my skin tone, maybe a touch lighter, maybe a touch, not even, like we could wear the same foundation shade. And she had this hair color. They refer to it as honey brown. It's basically a 4/27/30 mix. And this is what it looks like, super close up. I just feel like I want to try this. Like it's weird because I don't know if I like the way it looks like this. But obviously I'm not wearing my hair like this, but even like this, I'm like, oh, I kind of like this color. Like, am I crazy? I kind of want to try it. And then I also got color 4, which is just dark brown. This, I feel like this would look good on my hair just because it's so close to black. I don't think I can go wrong with this. I think I'm trying to decide between this color for the braiding hair or number 4. And on top of that, not only do I need to figure out what braiding hair color, I need to figure out what color the boho pieces will be. These are color 30 boho pieces. And so I feel like this goes very well with this. But I fear that as somebody who's not used to my hair being so light, this color braiding hair and this color boho piece will just be so light for me. So I got this color boho piece just because I feel like, number one, I feel like it kind of goes better. Now that I'm looking at it, I feel like it kind of goes better with the honey brown. And I also feel like because these boho pieces are darker, that like my hair won't be so light. I may even ask them to put a few pieces of this in just to give a little highlighted look, but like this is the color palette that we're going for tomorrow. So that's it for the night. I will check back in tomorrow after I pass my exam. See you later. Good night.